some, we got some, we got some. Raider pride, we got some. Raider pride, we got some. Raider pride, we got some, and victory will be the outcome.
Being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy. Mercy, woo, Daddy. Handsome Johnny. How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's to Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Woo-hoo! Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the height of feeling of a bird drop.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul. I know I'm gonna be all right.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and roll.
From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts, the ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm gonna pick, it's gonna determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you wanna make sure you're gonna put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Is Raider pride truly justified at Nettleton High School? Does John Adams play a mean fiddle?
That's how you do it, son.
Nettleton High School, where Raider pride is justified.
Well, I'm headed to my high school, so happy. I got ready to P-R-I-D-E. We can shoot the hoop and swing the bat. I bet you wish your school was cool like that. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby. Only school with MTV. Coolest school in history. Now you know our flag colors rolling deep. When you come into our house, you know you're gonna get beat. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby.
Nettleton TV production, Raider Pride justified.
Yeah, we Raiders got the comfort ship, a loaded. Everybody wants to be a show, a boating. Raider pride in the building, yeah, I know it. Oh yeah, Raider Nation till the day it's over.
Raider pride justified, got it on my side. 6 side, be the guy, run up and you get a high. Pass us the ball, and I'ma score it like.
What y'all know about fifth period Raider pride? Hop up on the field, you might just have to you can job. Every day, yeah, I rectify. Cause yeah, you know we fifth period, yeah, we make it live.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Yeah, Raider pride. Raider pride. Raider pride. Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Nettleton High School's Raider Gym, where Raider pride is justified. We got some high school basketball action, Raider basketball action for you tonight. My name is Craig Miller. I'll be calling the action. Want to say a quick shout out to Eli Campbell, our normal play-by-play guy. He's under the weather tonight, and we hope that Eli is doing all right back at home. If he's watching, Eli, we hope you get better soon, bro. And wherever you are watching from, we're glad that you are. Cold night outside, but it's good and warm here in Raider Gym. Tonight it's Nettleton versus the Jacksonville Lighthouse Timberwolves. Starters for Nettleton, Jalen Graham, Demarion Daniels, Jared Graham, DeVaris Whitaker, Tabin McCullough. Starters for the Jacksonville Lighthouse Timberwolves, Malik Coleman, Davion Brown, Darius Easter, Derek Banks, Cornelius Smith, and we are ready to get going. DeVaris Whitaker controlling the tip, and the Raiders will have possession of the ball first. Raiders' two leading scorers on this the early going part of this season is DeVaris Whitaker and Tabin McCullough. DeVaris is a sophomore. Tabin is a transfer over from Jonesboro. Jared Graham fouled as he drives toward the basket. Foul is charged to Derek Banks. First personal, first team foul. And Jared Graham will be going to the line shooting 2. Jared Graham, one half of the world-famous Golden Grahams. His twin brother Jalen also starting tonight. Misses the first of 2 free shots. Second one on the way. He drains the second one, and the Raiders draw first blood tonight, 1-0. 15 seconds in. The Timberwolves compete in Conference 3A, and we are joined in the broadcast booth by my old tag team partner, Coach Wright. Thank you for joining me tonight, sir.
Thank you.
The play-by-play guy is like, well, I need a color guy. And the best in the business sitting right down there with his wife, Shayna, and the brand-new little girl. So this is a sleep-deprived guy. He's got, I guess, a two-week-old baby girl at home.
3 weeks tomorrow.
3 weeks. 3 weeks tomorrow. And so let's just say that Coach Wright is not getting any sleep.
Just a little bit.
What do you know about this Timberwolf team from Jacksonville Lighthouse?
I know they've been talented the last few years. I really don't. It's early enough in the season. I don't know a whole lot about them this year, and we've been pretty busy thus far in the basketball season between junior high and senior high, girls and boys. So I haven't got to see a whole lot yet. One of the Graham boys picked up a foul there.
That's Jared Graham, picks up his first personal, first team foul. Yeah, and you compound all of that with a brand new baby, and it's understandable you hadn't been doing a whole lot of scouting for the senior high boys team.
No rest for the weary.
No doubt about it. DeVaris Whitaker.
Oh, good look there. Just didn't have quite enough English on it to get the pass to DeMarion Daniel.
Been impressed so far with DeVaris. He's done a good job, just a sophomore,
yes,
and he is playing very well for the Raiders.
He's a young man that's spent a lot of time on the court as a 7th, 8th, and 9th grader, but it's a whole another level when you get to the senior high game, and he's not disappointed thus far.
No, he has made the adjustment very well. Davion Brown being guarded by Nettleton's Demarion Daniels.
A little man-to-man pressure from the Raiders all the way out at the half court. I didn't think that was deflected, but I guess we must have got a hand on it somewhere.
I always like to say the referees are closer than we are. Sometimes I'll just leave it at that.
Yep.
Rebound by Tabin McCullough. That was Cornelius Smith with the errant floater. Nice pass there inside of Jalen Graham. Back outside, Demarion Daniels from 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound, Lighthouse on the drive, and it's 2 points for Malik Coleman. Jacksonville Lighthouse takes a 2-1 lead.
DeVaris Whitaker gets it from the inbounder and pushes it right back down the court and puts the ball up and in. Draws a foul. Cornelius Smith with the foul. DeVaris at the line to cap off the old-fashioned three-point play.
I like it when people call it that. These young folks these days call it and one.
Offensive rebound to the Raiders.
Jalen Graham from 3. He drains it. Nice shot out there by Jalen Graham with the Dwight Schrute face guard, and he drains the 3 from the corner. Good to see Jalen heating up early.
Got some good minutes out of them this weekend over at Jonesboro at the Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic.
Yes. Malik Coleman with the basket. Yeah, I was Coach, I've been impressed with this team, this Nettleton. The guys saying they have consistently gotten better from the first time I saw them, that exhibition game against Cabot. They played well this week. They run into a couple of juggernauts in North Little Rock who won the Hurricane Classic, and Cabot, biggest high school in the state, but they beat a very talented Izard County Consolidated team, state champion team.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a team that, talking about the Izard County team, that's kind of back from my neck of the woods, but that's a team that's going to have a very, very good chance to win 1A state again. Traveling violation on.
It was on Jalen.
Jalen Graham.
Yeah, and that was a good team win for the guys. Got down, didn't panic.
And great late third quarter and fourth quarter. They controlled the tempo from about the middle of the third quarter on. Still man-to-man defense by the Raiders. Good help there by McCullough. It's keeping the Timberwolves just a little bit out of sorts on offense, it seems like, so far.
Good job by Jared Graham with the steal. Jared driving to the outside. Taven McCullough for three. No good. Rebound goes Jacksonville's way.
Their guards are quick.
Well, they sure are. Malik Coleman got his own rebound, stuck it back. He's got all 6 of the Timberwolves' points here in the early going.
And Coleman got the ball, pushed it down the court, didn't get the first shot to fall, but like you said, he got the offensive rebound. We're going to have to make sure we box him out, especially when he attacks the rim.
Nice play by Jared Graham. Little spin move right there. He got the basket, and he was fouled as well. Chance for the aforementioned old-fashioned three-point play. I like those Graham twins.
They bring a whole nother level of energy when they're on their game. They can really help amp up this Raider defense and help pace the offense too.
I've had them for 2 years now in class, and very good young men. Always respectful and good guys.
There's your first points of the game from anybody other than Mr. Coleman.
That's right. That's Cornelius Smith with the 2-point basket.
He just got right in front of McCullough's face, cut him going to the basket, and got an easy look at the rim.
Whitaker a little bit off on that 3-point attempt. And
just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. DeVaris Whitaker picks up a foul on the other end. That's DeVaris' first personal. Nettleton's third team foul.
Very early, not saying there's trouble by any means, but DeVaris is somebody, because of how much he does for the team, you don't want him to get in early foul trouble and change the tempo of the game because of that.
Good defense by Jared Graham, one of the Graham twins. 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the opening quarter of play. Raiders lead by 1.
Raiders once again giving up an offensive rebound.
Daniels
with the rebound there.
Malik Coleman on the defense. Good play down there by Malik Coleman, leading scorer for Jacksonville Lighthouse.
And that was Jalen Graham that lost it on his way to the basket.
Checking into the game is for Jacksonville Lighthouse is Hedrick Jones. Taven McCullough. DeVaris Whitaker. Jared Graham, long range 3, no good. Rebound by Coleman.
And here Coach Deaton telling the senior high boys they need to get back. This Lighthouse team is very, very guard oriented from the early looks that we're getting here. And it looks like if they get a long rebound, they're going to look to push it right back at you. So got to make sure our defenders are getting back, putting feet in the paint, and stopping the basketball.
Malik Coleman with another basket. He picks up the foul. That'll be DeVaris Whitaker.
Coach Deaton mentioned when I was asking him about Jacksonville Lighthouse earlier today, he mentioned that they had 2 or 3 really good guards. I'm assuming that Malik Coleman is probably one of those 2 or 3 that he was talking about, even though he didn't mention him by name.
He has been impressive so far, as he has got 9 points here in the first quarter, 9 of the Wolves' 11. DeVaris Whitaker taking a little breather as he's got 2 fouls here in the
and that's kind of
first
what I
quarter.
mentioned about 2 trips ago. You know, DeVaris is a kid that, you know, anybody can theoretically be replaced, but, you know, he does so much on both ends of the floor and sets the tempo for us on offense. It's somebody you don't want to have to go without.
Jared Graham, good drive and basket. Jared, the leading scorer for the Raiders so far. He's got 6 points here in the first quarter. Good defense. That is number 11, Brandon Anderson, with a blocked shot. DeMarion Daniels to Jalen Graham, and they're going to.
Traveling violation right there.
Took one too many steps there before he drove. 53 seconds now remaining in the first quarter.
A little bit slower pace than I was expecting, especially with this being kind of a guard-oriented game both ways. You know, Nettleton with a little bit smaller lineup than we've had in years past, and seeing Jacksonville Lighthouse and the team that they're putting on the floor right now, obviously very guard-oriented as well. So an 11-11 game at the half, or at the quarter, is not what we were expecting.
Now, as a coach, you like to see that kind of effort right there by Jared Graham, picking up that charge. Nice job by Jared.
He stayed in there, took the contact, had his feet set. That, as an official, you've probably got to appreciate that, because I feel like that's a pretty easy one to call. Right. It was very obvious.
That's not always an easy call to make. You know,
No.
is it a block? Is it a charge? I mean, you got a lot of things to try to register before you can accurately make that call. Taven McCullough from way downtown. No good. Good job by DeMarion Daniels fighting for the rebound, and DeMarion sticks it back. Raiders up by 2 with 15 seconds to play.
Lighthouse coach calling for 1 shot, so we'll see if they're going to end the quarter here or if they take a shot a little bit early and give the Raiders a chance to go up possibly 4 or 5.
How about that?
Ooh.
3-point basket by Malik Coleman. That is his 12th point of the quarter. 12 out of 14, and that ain't bad. At the end of the first quarter, your score, Jacksonville Lighthouse 14, Nettleton 13. You're watching Raider basketball on NTV.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
America. Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American.
Second quarter underway. Big thanks to our great friend Ronnie Russell at Russell's Truck Accessories for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. For all your vehicle needs, go see Ronnie Russell. He is a great friend of the Nettleton Raiders. Both of his children went here, Ambria Russell and Hunter Russell. His wife teaches at, I believe she teaches at Nettleton Esteem, if I'm not mistaken. Cheryl Russell, maybe I'm wrong, but she teaches in the district. I know that. Gifted and talented teacher. Wonderful, wonderful. UHI, or University Heights Medical Arts, whatever that's called.
And Coleman with another 2-point basket, about a 15-foot jumper. He is on fire in the early going here.
14 points for him tonight.
He's got 14 of their 16.
Good job by DeMarion getting the ball out to Brandon Anderson. Jalen Graham, Taben McCullough.
Brandon Anderson, top of the key. Be interesting to see what Coach Deaton does to account for Mr. Coleman.
Yep.
Jacksonville Lighthouse, how the Raider defense may change over the next 6.5 minutes going into halftime, or what sort of halftime adjustments they have to make if he continues on this scoring spree.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about coaching basketball. Don't know hardly anything, but I would say a key strategy for the Raiders, stop number one.
Right now, that looks like the defensive game plan that needs to be initiated for sure.
Jackson.
Like I mentioned to you a minute ago, it's a little bit tough. A 2-point basket there by number 2.
It's Davion Brown.
This time of year, it's a little bit tough. Everybody's still kind of early, especially football schools are a little bit early in non-conference play, and it's tough to get scouting reports sometimes, especially when you're playing somebody out of area that you may not know any of the people that they've played yet.
I'll tell you this, I've been a Nettleton guy all my life. I've never heard of Jacksonville Lighthouse. When I heard we were playing them tonight, this is the first time I've ever heard of them. So
I'll be real honest with you. I'm not sure whether they're a private school or a charter school, but I don't think they're just a standard Arkansas public school. And I do believe that they are a little bit younger school district, but I may be wrong there.
Jeremiah Turner checking into the game for the Raiders. 3-point attempt by Daniels, no good. With the name Lighthouse, I assumed that they were a Christian school, a private school, a church-affiliated school. But I could be wrong about that.
I'm not sure what their affiliation is, but like I said, I'm about 98% sure that they are not just a standard Arkansas public school.
Jeremiah Turner whistled for the foul.
Jeremiah Turner had a really good JV game. I think he took 2 or 3 charges in the JV win for the Raiders over Lighthouse.
Yeah, JT got a start in the Demarion Daniels. Excellent pass.
By Taven McCullough there.
Yes, Nettleton elects to take a timeout. Good assist by Taven and a good basket there by Demarion Daniels. Timeout, Raiders. Tell you what, we will just keep it right here. As I was saying,
Jeremiah
Turner, he got a start in the Hurricane Classic and played very well.
Was that against ICC? Was that the second game?
I believe that was the game he started. I could be wrong. It might have been the North Little Rock game. Coach, I have slept since then, and
I haven't much. So.
That's right. With a 3-week-old baby, I know you haven't. But
Jeremiah played well though over the weekend. When I got to watch 2 of the 3 games, and the Raiders, that North Little Rock team is a very talented team.
No doubt.
Brought in a 6'10" kid off the bench, and we did some really good things there. There were times where obviously we've got to be better. But gave a good effort. Brandon Anderson with a takeaway and the layup right there.
Yeah, nice play by Brendan Anderson. Coach Parker from Jacksonville Lighthouse wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. 18-11, 4:54 to play in the second quarter. You're watching Raider basketball on NTV.
Say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
Welcome you back to Raider Gym, where Nettleton has whittled down the Jacksonville Lighthouse lead to 1 point, 4:50 remaining in the second quarter.
Nettleton putting on a little bit of extra pressure here. Looks like they've switched to a zone. And number 22 gets his second basket, I believe, of the night. Is that
that is. That's
Smith?
Cornelius Smith.
And then got DeVaris Whitaker taking a dribble out of bounds. He was getting some pressure on the sideline. Looks like Coach Deaton feels like he was maybe hip-checked out of bounds a little bit, but regardless, I guess the call is out of bounds, and it's going to be Jacksonville Lighthouse ball here with 4:28 left in the second quarter.
Three-point basket. Jeremiah Turner. Nice shot there by the man they call JT. Brings the Raiders within one with 4 minutes to play in the first half.
That's only the second made three-point basket for the Raiders. And they've taken several. And there's Malik Coleman back in action again. That's his 15th and 16th points of the ball game.
DeVaris Whitaker back in the game for the Raiders, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2. Malik Coleman whistled for the foul. Maybe that's the answer. Get him in foul trouble. Whitaker at the line shooting 2. He's 0 for 1 on the night from the charity stripe.
He's going to be 0 for 2.
Yep.
With needs just a little bit more on it. It was right on line, but don't think it grazed anything but the bottom of the net right there.
Not technically an air ball.
No. Did touch something.
Yes. Good rebound by Demarion Daniels. Passes it back out to Taban McCullough. Over to Whitaker. Whitaker back to McCullough. You better get a hand in McCullough's face or he will drain a 3 on you. Misses that one.
Second offensive rebound of the possession for Demarion Daniels.
Good hustle by number 2. Whitaker gets his own rebound. Jump ball is called. Possession error in favor of the good guys. Brandon Anderson to take it out. Derek Banks, one of the starters, he goes back into the game for Jacksonville Lighthouse. Anderson takes it in to Demarion Daniels, and just like Coach Bubba Deaton drew it up, nice inbound play right there. Raiders within 1.
Little double clutch as he took a little bit of contact from the Lighthouse defense.
Demarion Daniels been playing hard. As you said, he had a couple of offensive rebounds on that last possession, and right there whistled for a foul. So good aggressive play by Demarion. And that's Cornelius Smith drops his 7th points of the game.
Raiders adjusted and went to a 2-3 zone the last few possessions, extending up, putting a little bit of pressure on the ball handler as they come across, then bringing up the back line. Jacksonville was able to hit the middle right around the free throw line, and he was able to turn around and get that jumper. We may see another adjustment in the Raider defense coming if they get easy looks like that again.
DeVaris Whitaker to Jeremiah Turner. Turner from 3. Count it. Nice shot by Jeremiah Turner, his second 3-pointer in about the last minute of play.
And that evens the score at 25 with 2:15 left in the first half. Another rebound by Demarion Daniels up ahead to Jeremiah Turner across to DeVaris Whitaker. He loses it. Gets it back, gets his own rebound, up and in.
Nice job by DeVaris Whitaker.
Raiders take their first lead in about 8 minutes of play.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit longer.
Minute 55 remaining in the half, and referees letting them play out there. There's that man again, Malik Coleman. His 6th point in the quarter. 18 points in the game. Coach Bubba Deaton elects to take a timeout. We will take it with him. We're all tied up at 27 in the second quarter of play here at Raider Gym. Cold night. Glad to have you along with us watching Raider basketball on NTV.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
And we welcome you back to Raider Gym. Cold night. Good night for some Shadrachs coffee, one of our great sponsors. You a fan of Shadrachs by any chance, Coach Wright?
They've got very, very good coffee, and my wife's kind of got me hooked on the iced coffee.
That's good stuff.
I like a hot cup of coffee in the mornings, but I'm not very complicated, so it can be it can be pretty plain Jane, and I'll enjoy it. But the iced coffee is really good. I like that in the afternoon sometimes.
It is. My son calls that sissy coffee. It's all good at Shadrachs. Shadrachs coffee, fuel for your soul, and they are fueling this broadcast tonight as I got me a hot white peppermint mocha, a big one. I had a free punch card, so that's why I went ahead and got the big 24-ounce cup of Shadrachs.
That's a manly drink if there ever is one.
That's what I like to think. Whole lot of caffeine in there for sure.
I'm more interested in the sugar.
Cornelia Smith misses on that one. DeVaris Whitaker with the rebound. DeVaris driving. Good pass underneath to Taban McCullough, and the T-Bird puts the ball in the hoop. His first points of the game gives Nettleton a 2-point lead.
Tempo of the game's picking up a little bit here. It was 11-11, or sorry, 13-14 at the end of one, and we're going to have a little bit of higher scoring second quarter here by both squads, it looks like.
Taban's first personal foul. It is Nettleton's 7th team foul. So by rule, Jacksonville will get to shoot a 1-and-1 free throw. Missed the first one.
Get the offensive rebound.
Good job by DeVaris wrestling that thing away.
And a foul on number 3 at Jacksonville Lighthouse. Raiders are going to end up with the basketball.
That's 6 fouls for the Timberwolves. I always loved it whenever basketball fans holler at the refs, even those fouls out, even those fouls out. I always felt like, well, maybe they should just call the fouls and not worry about trying to even them out.
I mean, you're always going to have 10 different kids out there, and every one of them plays a little bit different style of basketball. 2 teams may be playing different defenses. We see not a whole lot of defense from Jacksonville Lighthouse there as DeVaris Whitaker cuts through and gets an easy layup to extend the Raider lead to 4.
DeVaris cut through the defense like X likes through a widow woman. Malik Coleman.
I believe that's his 20th point of the first half.
Just 3 seconds remaining in the half. DeVaris Whitaker from the top of the key. No good. And that is the end of the first half of play. Your score at halftime, Nettleton 31, Jacksonville 29. We'll total up these stats, and we'll be back with the Consolidated Insurance halftime show in just a few moments. You're watching Raider basketball on NTV.
Say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy. Mercy, woo, Daddy. Handsome Johnny. How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified. For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the high-toe feeling of a great drop car.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be all right.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and
roll. From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, a place where the food comes.
Welcome you to the Consolidated Insurance halftime show here at Raider Gym, where at the break the Raiders lead Jacksonville Lighthouse by the score of 31-29. Had the lead 16-13 in the first quarter, behind 12 points by Malik Coleman. The Raiders won the second quarter, however, by the count of 18-13. And they lead here at half 31-29. Nettleton's had a balanced attack in the first half. They had three players who lead the team with 6 points apiece. Demarion Daniels with 6, Davaris Whitaker, and Jeremiah Turner also with 6 points. Jeremiah with 2 3-pointers in the second quarter. Jalen Graham has 3 points for the Raiders, and Brandon Anderson has 2. As for Jacksonville Lighthouse, they've scored 29 points. 20 of them have been by one player, Malik Coleman. He's got 20 points. Cornelius Smith has pitched in 7, and Davion Brown has pitched in 2. And your score at half is 31-29. This has been your Consolidated Insurance halftime show for all your insurance needs. Give my friends Randy and Lena Johnson from Consolidated Insurance a shout. You can find them on Facebook. Just search for Consolidated Insurance here in Jonesboro, whether it be home, auto, life. Consolidated Insurance will help you out for all your insurance needs. Thanks to Consolidated Insurance for sponsoring the halftime show. About 4 minutes and 50 seconds till second half, and we'll be bringing it to you. You're watching Raider basketball on NTV.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength and conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength and conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
And we welcome you back to Raider Gym. Craig Miller, Coach Josh Wright calling all the action. Again, I want to say thanks to Coach for filling in, helping us out on color commentary. Coach, I really appreciate you stepping in tonight.
Hey, I always enjoy being here. Thank you.
You know, a couple years ago, whenever we were first getting this thing started, you were the regular color guy for us.
Yeah, for the senior boys games, every home night for sure, and most of the road nights.
Yep.
After the senior girls would play, I'd try to hustle up here and help you out. I got a little bit of a radio TV background. Enjoy doing the broadcast. Enjoy talking a little basketball.
Yeah, you got a radio TV background, and you also have a basketball background. You're the perfect man for this job.
That's what my mom says.
My mom says I do a great job. My dad's a little more honest.
Yeah, 0 for 2 for Malik Coleman there in the first 30 seconds of the second half. Nice to see him miss a couple of shots. That may help with a Raider victory.
Hey, there's Tay McCullough. That'll help with a Raider victory right there. Taven McCullough, he's a transfer from Jonesboro. Let me tell you something. He's been a good hand for the Raiders so far this year. Young man can shoot the basketball.
Absolutely. He was a little cold in the first half, but I knew if he continued to shoot that he would come around. Yep. Nice to see him get off to a good start in the third quarter.
He's the kind of player that can put a team on his back and carry him. Glad to see him on the right side of that Nettleton-Jonesboro rivalry as Davion Brown sinks 2. That's 4 points on the night. Raiders up by 3.
And then he deflects a baseline pass on the other end from Jalen Graham to Taven McCullough. It's going to be Raiders ball. Jared Graham inbounding underneath our basket.
Inbound play to Taven McCullough. 2 points for the Raiders. Raiders up by 5. That looked easy, Coach.
Yeah, that looked like, it almost looked like Jacksonville Lighthouse wasn't ready, or they didn't intend on playing any defense on that inbounds play. But like you said, once again, just like Coach Deaton drew it up.
Coach Bubba Deaton in his first year as the head coach for the Nettleton Raiders. Saw Coach McCord here earlier. He's, 3-point basket by Derek Bates. That's his first points of the night, and it brings Jacksonville Lighthouse within 2. Saw Coach McCord earlier, and he is still working in the Nettleton basketball program. He's coaching the 7th grade team. Always great to see the great Coach McCord, winningest coach in Nettleton history.
Yeah, I think he and Coach Logan Hart are on the road tonight at Annie-Camp playing some 7th and 8th grade basketball games. Had a 3-point basket by DeVaris Whitaker close to the top of the key there. Extends the Raider lead to 39-34. 5.5 left in the third quarter.
Good shot by DeVaris. We've seen DeVaris and Taven both hit a 3 in this half, and those are the 2 guys that are going to be toting most of the mail for the Raiders this year.
A lot of the offensive firepower comes through those 2 guys, and the good thing about it for the Raiders is we have other kids out there, other athletes that can score, and they can just reap the benefits of some of the defensive attention that DeVaris and Taben will draw.
Yes. Demarion, Jared, Jalen, those guys are going to be very important role players on this team for sure. DeVaris inside to Jalen.
Jalen with a really nice touch pass to Taven McCullough, and it just caught the front edge of the rim. Raiders come up with the offensive rebound. DeVaris Whitaker at the top of the key again. Doesn't get that one. Rebound secured by Jacksonville Lighthouse.
Jared Graham gets the rebound, taking the ball down himself. Passes to Demarion Daniels. Daniels from 3, no good. Rebound by Jalen Graham. Trying to work it inside to Taven McCullough. Turnover, Jacksonville Lighthouse on the charge, and they get the basket and the foul.
It's going to be Derek Banks again, his second basket of the game. Basket was good. Foul against Demarion Daniels, and Mr. Banks is going to the line for a 3-point play here.
The conventional.
Boy, for as hot as Malik Coleman was in the first half, he's missed about 6 shots in the second half already.
Yep.
3 on that possession.
Just on that possession right there, his shooting percentage dropped by about 15 percentage points at least, I'd say. He's going to the free throw line to shoot a couple. I believe that foul was charged against Jalen. No, correction. It was charged against DeVaris Whitaker, and that's not good news. That's the third foul on DeVaris.
And he finds a way to get the lid off the rim there. That's his 21st point of the game, I believe.
That's right. Which eclipses my career total.
Mine too, I believe.
Eclipses my career total by about 21. Misses that one. Raiders still with a 2-point lead. Demarion Daniels, Jared Graham. Graham back out to Daniels, to Jalen Graham. Graham to Daniels, to Jared Graham. And the Raiders cough it up. Actually, that's DeVaris Whitaker.
Yeah, and he had to lay off there on defense because he didn't want to pick up his 4th foul, and that allows Jacksonville to tie the ball game. And here we got Malik Coleman with his first basket of the second half. He's got 23 points now on the game. Jacksonville Lighthouse takes their first lead since about 2 minutes left in the first half.
Derek Banks whistled for the penalty. That will send Taben McCullough to the line. He'll be shooting 2. Misses the first. Second one on the way.
You know, there's two things that happen when a player gets in foul trouble. Either one, you know, they have to come off the floor and you lose them at their position, maybe at their best position. Or two, right here where Coach Deaton needs DeVaris on the floor, then you kind of lose him as a defender even though he's still on the floor because he knows he's got to play a little bit different. He could have picked up a foul right there. He's got to be careful.
It could have been easily number 4. Nice job by Jerron Haskin. The big man says, not today. Not in my house.
Would have liked to seen the Dikembe Mutombo finger wag right there.
Good to see Big Jerron out for the team this year. He's played some meaningful minutes for the Raiders.
Good defensive rebound by McCullough. Oh, we're going to have offensive goaltending there on the Raiders. I think a couple of Raiders got their hands on the rim right there. And Jacksonville Lighthouse is going to have a chance to extend their 1-point lead. But one good thing right now for the Raiders, number 1, Malik Coleman, is limping off the court. We hate to see a player. One for us. He scored 23 points for Lighthouse and given us a lot of trouble.
Banks gets his own offensive rebound. Jacksonville having a tough time finding the bottom of the net. DeVaris Whitaker driving. Nice job by DeVaris. His 5th point of the quarter, 11th point of the game for DeVaris Whitaker, gives the Raiders a 1-point lead.
A little pressure in the front court.
And Coach Parker from Jacksonville Lighthouse elects to take a timeout with, I didn't even see how much time was left. We're in the 3rd quarter, though, and the Raiders are leading by 1, 42-41. You are watching Raider basketball on NTV.
Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
And we welcome you back to Raider Gym, Raider basketball on Nettleton television. The Raiders with a 42-41 lead over a very pesky, tenacious Jacksonville Lighthouse squad. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they're. Did you say they're a 3A school out of the Little Rock area?
They're a 3A school. Now they are a charter school, and so I believe that I believe the rule is they play up a classification. Private schools, charter schools. So be a smaller school, but
very guard oriented, very athletic, a very quick team. They've crashed the boards hard all night. Shot the ball well in the first half. Not as much in the second half so far, but they've continued to crash the boards, and that's given the Raiders a little bit of trouble.
Marion Daniels, coast to coast like buttered toast. DeVaris Whitaker with the rebound. The miss, the rebound by Jacksonville. He, as Darius Easter tried to throw the ball back in play, he hit the back of the backboard.
It looks like Lighthouse is going to try somebody else at one of those guard spots. Coach just pulled somebody up off the bench that I'm not even sure if he's got his shoes tied, but he's over there on the sideline getting stretched out and getting ready to go. We're going to see a new face in the game for Lighthouse. And Malik Coleman's coming back in the game too. He's still limping just a little bit, but he's the one we were talking about a minute ago. Points in the first half, had so many points in the first half. And he's somebody that we definitely have to contend with when it comes to defending on the other end.
DeVaris Whitaker from three, can't get it to go, but Jerron Haskin is there to clean up the glass. They call him Jerron Windex Haskin. Nice job, a big number 40. He's on the board, gives Nettleton a 3-point lead.
Long shot, long rebound by Taven McCullough brings it back up. DeVaris Whitaker's got it at the top of the key, looking to attack the rim. He's going to draw a foul. Gets the bucket to go. That's going to extend the Raider lead to at least 5. And he'll have a chance at the conventional three-point play. And he gets the free throw. Raiders 47, Wolves 41 with 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the third.
Play is whistle dead. There's something out there on the floor. Referee gets it, and he misses the 2-point basket at the trash can. Whatever that was on the floor.
Some aluminum foil rolled up that had made its way out onto the corner of the court.
I think the referee had trouble seeing the trash can. I think that's the reason he missed that basket. I appreciate these guys that officiate these games. You talk about a tough job. Being a basketball official, it's a fast-moving game, and a lot of the times people in the stands got a better angle than you do. It's just the physics of the game, and they let you know about it. It's not an easy job, and appreciate these guys that call the game so that these young men can get out and play this great game.
Definitely couldn't do it without them.
Demarion Daniels from 3, and he drains it. Nice job, Demarion. Gives Nettleton a 9-point lead.
We had a delay of game warning on the Raiders. I believe Mr. Haskins got his hand on the ball after it went through the net, slowing the tempo down just a little bit. Both teams have been warned once in the contest.
Just a warning. I know when I get pulled over by the police, I appreciate the warnings. Jared Graham, nice layup. That is his 8th point of the game.
Raiders' largest lead of the game, 11 points, 52-41 with 5 seconds left in the third quarter.
1 second remaining. Banks back in. You can tell he's hobbled a little bit, and he misses a 3-point attempt to end the quarter. The third quarter comes to an end. Nettleton with an 11-point lead, 52-41. You're watching Raider basketball on NTV.